Hello and welcome to the another episode of CyberGeek Podcast. And to be more specific, this is the most special episode. स्पेशल इसलिए क्योंकि ये है नए शहर में and this is the first time I'm attempting for the in-person podcast and that too I have to travel up to different state to cover up to the new and emerging CEO and co-founder. So let's start with the introduction of the today's guest. And today's guest we got Prishita Dhingra, who is the CEO and co-founder of the Hosek Security. And we'll listen more from her. So let's over to her.
Alright. So welcome to Jalandhar first.
Thank you.
So Hosek is known as Hover Over Security Plus, which is based out of Jalandhar. And हम लोगों का एक सिंपल सा फंडा है that we make companies secure and compliant as per cyber security.
Okay.
आप लोग अपने घर को ताला लगाते होगे of course, right? तो हम लोग companies के डाटा को ताला लगाते हैं.
Okay.
We secure them. उनको as per the company standards, the market standards, हम उसको ताला लगाते हैं.
So what was the main motive and ऐसा क्या motivation मिला? What was the main driving factor that you moved into this field?
So to be honest, I am not actually from the cybersecurity domain. I was a medical student who has turned into cybersecurity.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, cybersecurity is a very niche field in India. It's a growing market, right? So from my background, I belong to forensics. So जितना ज़्यादा digital area बढ़ रहा है, attack surface बढ़ रहा है. So you see that crimes are also increasing day by day. So earlier forensics was considered कि crime हो गया, हम उसके बाद जाकर उसको investigate कर रहे हैं और उसके बाद हम लोग उसको देखते हैं कि कहाँ पर गलती थी हमें. So then I learned with the experience कि हम कैसे proactively उस चीज़ को secure कर सकते हैं.
Okay.
So then I gained interest into cybersecurity. And Jalandhar is such a city where digital IT awareness is still growing. It's growing day by day. It's booming over here in Punjab. So accordingly, I said that let's see. And when you enter such a interesting field, you automatically see, and it's very curiosity with the students also. At that my age, I was just a student, right? So उस time पे ऐसा होता था करके देखते हैं ना, ये करके देखते हैं. So that curiosity led me to this particular field. Talking about the company, I was in the job, I did my job, but there was always something that I have to do things in my own way. In a company, I have to do things according to their way. But when you want to go one step ahead and you want to say that you need to do this so that you get more secure, you have other ways. They are going on with the standards, right? But I wanted to go beyond that standards. So for that, I started my own company.
Right. So let's go ahead and let's discuss about today's topic, which is Metaverse. I guess which is like underrated topic and which can be a more lethal and which is upcoming as well in the field of cybersecurity. So let's see throughout the episode how we can secure it with whatever the information we have got till now. And let's go ahead and Prashant, the first question is my template one, so which I ask up in every episode. So वो question रहेगा like how would you define cybersecurity? Means what exactly is cybersecurity from your point of view?
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier also that आप अपने घर को ताला लगाते हो, आप अपने बैंक्स को पासवर्ड लगाते हो, तो आप अपने डिजिटल एसेट्स को भी ताला लगाना चाहिए. पर वो ताला किस लेयर पे लगेगा, कहाँ पर लगेगा, कितनी बार लगाना पड़ेगा. किसी एक ताला में आप एक चाबी घुमाते हो, किसी में 2 चाबी घुमाते हो, तो वो आपको पता होना चाहिए. अब आप रास्ते से जाते हो, आपको पता है कि क्राइम्स बहुत बढ़ रहे हैं, चोरी हो रही है, थेफ्ट हो रहा है, रॉबरी हो रही है. व्हाट यू डू?
Just go for the precautions and
the precautions are you avoid wearing gold in public, right? You hide your assets. But digitally, all things are exposed. People are not aware that how, when, and where they have to hide their assets. So to make them aware, cybersecurity is there for individuals. For B2B, they have the responsibility that whatever platforms they are providing to their customers, they need to create that digital storage, that secured storage, where the data is secured, kept safely, and it's their lethal responsibility towards their own customers. Yeah.
So let's go ahead. So they've described like Metaverse as a new frontier, to be more specifically. So what do you think? Means, can you shed some light about that concept?
Okay, so till now people are connected through internet. It's a 2D, right? Two-dimensional world. वहाँ पर हम सिर्फ एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे हैं, messages exchange कर रहे हैं. But till now the third dimension of feeling is not there. That is available in the Metaverse. Metaverse is such a virtual world जहाँ पर all the activities which you are doing in your current real life, that can be done in that particular world as well. It's a mixture of virtual and reality, right? And you can do shopping, you can do adventures, you can attend concerts. These things you have heard from other people in the world, right? So वो सब कुछ एक buzzword, it's not a buzzword anymore. If I go back to the history, I believe the first time Metaverse word was used in 1992 in a novel, and it was just to show that it's something that may come up in the future. It was just a hypothetical situation given in the novel, right? But then our great Metaverse people have decided that let's take up that thing and bring it to the reality. It's going on. It is not something which is going to come up within the next 2 years. It will take at least 5 to 10 years to, for all the people to access it. Yeah, but it's something which is coming up in the reality.
So in terms of securing it, means how is it different from securing a website or mobile app, and what makes it unique in terms of battling to it in the term we can say into the field of cybersecurity? How it is unique?
Okay, so if you know that I said that it's a virtual world, right? Why it is different? Websites, mobile application, it's just 10%, 20% or maybe 50% of your today's life. For your current life, it's just 50%, right? It's just cracking one single lock of your life. But in Metaverse, you are totally into that world. So if I take up the example, securing a website, securing a mobile application, maybe a web application, is just securing one single door of your house. But securing in Metaverse, it will be securing the whole city. If you remember the times of COVID, right? पूरे जगह पे लॉकडाउन लगाना was so much difficult task. फिर भी कोई ना कोई तो निकल ही जाता था बाहर सड़कों पे. There were so many people who were attacked by the COVID virus. Similarly, Metaverse may be, if there is one single vulnerability, that will cause a lot of loss to the individuals. So it's a shared responsibility between the government, the people who are creating Metaverse, and the individuals who are using the Metaverse.
Okay. So based on that, actually we have seen like lot of investments.
Yeah.
Like we can see the Epic Games which have come, the Meta, the one which is means the Facebook.
They have
parent
changed their
sister
name.
company.
Yeah.
Actually, Meta is the parent company and Facebook comes under it. Facebook, WhatsApp, and everything. So those are making like a rapid investments into it, and that's like a lot of this one. So how does it it's like a gold rush into the making money and everything. Is the Metaverse like a prime target? So what are your thoughts about it? So
see, you have always seen wherever there is a huge investment, wherever there is a huge digital aspect, there is increase in crime. Look, ultimate reason of doing hacking and doing a crime is what? Money. They want money. तो अब इतनी investment वहाँ पर हो रही है. Even the individuals are also rushing towards it because it's a hype. Everyone wants to run the race. They want to come first and be the first ones to use that platform. And whenever it's a new platform, something it's new, उसके regulations पे, उसके control पे बहुत कम ध्यान दिया जाता है. So securing it is still a secondary thought while the metaverse, while they're developing the metaverse, right? But it will take time to reach at that level. So वहाँ पे इतना पैसा है और वहाँ पर भी control है नहीं. So companies and the hackers have got a very good chance, huge probability of getting what they want through hacking. Hacking is just a word, they are just trying to have the breaches, they want to have the data. It's available over there in the metaverse. Everything is in the form of data. They want money, they are investing. Everything needs to be bought through the real money, real currency. They're getting over there. They want the control, they're getting over there.
Okay.
So it's a prime target for the hackers.
Okay. So I guess we can consider the digital identity of us. Like we can go for like our Aadhaar PAN, which is available online as well. So can we consider that as well into this thing?
So you need to consider that Aadhaar and PAN, your identity in Metaverse is known as avatar. It's a Hindi word, right?
Digital avatar.
Yeah. It's a Hindi word, right? Avatar.
Avatar means we can go for it. Exactly. And it's in English as well we can go for it. It's like a digital avatar, not our physical one, but in the digital one it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Your identity in Metaverse is your avatar, right?
Yeah.
अब avatar वहाँ पर है, so it's linked to your identity. Means you are creating your digital version inside the metaverse as a digital avatar, and everyone knows that this so and so person through that avatar. But this is also increasing certain attacks. If you are aware, identity theft, it has been increased so much into the metaverse. Actually, it's a user. But I don't know behind that avatar who is using it. Right? So, your identity in the metaverse is that avatar. If someone else gets the control of that avatar and he does certain crimes, still you will be pointed out. So, accordingly, it is also increasing the risk. It's also increasing not the losses in the financial terms, but in psychological terms, in digital aspects also, it's all targeted.
So it means like if someone steals your digital avatar and you will be in trouble.
Of course. In real world also, if you see Aadhaar and PANs, people are stealing the identities. They are getting SIMs on the basis of that Aadhaar, and then they are calling and harassing someone. Still, who will be pointed out? The name on which that SIM is. But still, it's just one part of your life. It's not the complete life. In Metaverse, it's the complete life that you are living over there through a digital identity which can be stolen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like beyond identity, so there is like real value and money flowing in these virtual worlds. So let's talk about like virtual assets. What kind of digital assets are we talking about? Like, and how they steal up. So what we can say, it's like, is it like I just got your information, like your date of birth, your place of birth, your name and surname. So with this I can be able to create up a digital avatar, and I can go and I can open up a bank account and do some or the other illegal transactions. So how you should be protecting with that one?
So the digital assets first I would like to list down is the digital avatars we discussed, right? Then we have NFTs, non-fungible tokens.
Yeah.
Right, then we have the lands. It's exactly the real estate growing up in the metaverse. They're selling, they're buying lands in the metaverse world. Then they also have, art pieces. So what happens is, if you have created something, for example, if you have an avatar, and as you mentioned, with one place of birth, date of birth, or certain more details, I can click. Yes, you can create that avatar, but that will be linked to your device. That will be linked to your IP, which is verified through that NFT. That NFT is the watermark, or you can say the authentication point of that avatar.
What if I change it?
You
Even that can be changed.
but then again you need to authenticate it. That's what I'm saying. Till now, the metaverse has not reached at that stage that it's verifying at each and every point. Today, if you need to change one single detail on your Aadhaar or any other government IDs, you need to go through a multiple processes, right? Then you need to update that to each and every point where you need to submit your government ID. For example, bank, your driving license, your PAN card, your ITRs. So to every department you have to turn by turn update your details, right? So there are multiple layers of authentication, but this has taken almost a period of time. You can say a decade when the digitalization started back in 2007, 2008, right? After the internet revolution. It took time, almost 1 or 2 decades has taken up to reach that compliant part. But in metaverse, it will take time. So that's what I was saying. That regulations have not been in consideration of the people, of the developers. That they will, it is not still in the mind of the developers that we have to take up the regulations in our thing. That they are just focusing on the development part.
They are not taking security into consideration.
They are not taking much. It's an afterthought. Still, it's an afterthought. It will come up, maybe, but they have to think twice that before making it available for the common man who is not aware at all about these things. You also see in India that the literacy rate is what? Till 37% or 50, below 50%, right? Below 50% is the literacy rate all over India. Correct?
Which is increasing actually.
It's increasing, but I'm talking about the current state.
Current state over here, which we are over here?
Current scenario.
Okay. Literacy rate in terms of speaking about cybersecurity?
No.
The overall literacy?
Overall.
Okay.
Yeah. It's below 50%.
Okay.
Still people are getting educated. Overall I'm saying. But before even going to school, they have phones in their hand. Are people made aware that how to use that device? Are people made aware that what can be the risk, what can be the threats to their device?
Yeah.
Small kids, 3 to 4 years, if they're not eating something, their mother hands over the phone to them. What if they click certain links? In the metaverse also, we have the similar situations. Most of the users of the metaverse are kids, teenagers, right? Who have not been made aware what can be the online threats they can get. They don't have to click this link, they are not made aware. Similarly, so cybersecurity in general is never the lapse, all standalone of the technology. It's always the combination of people, process and technology. Technology is just one pillar of that. They need to secure all 3 layers so that to reduce these crimes online.
Okay. So speaking about the software, let's talk about the hardware as well. So as it's coming to the metaverse, the meta, so we can see the meta, AR, VR headsets and everything. That's the hardware device, which is connected to internet. So, but it is a hardware, and on the device level. So, what are the risks, and can hacker really hack it, or what exactly it is?
So you need to think about it when you are wearing that AR VR device. First of all, it's so heavy. more than 30 minutes, I think it will give me a headache. Yeah.
Understood.
So 30 minutes, beyond 30 minutes, but for those 30 minutes, each and every movement in my body is also getting tracked.
Okay.
If you think, just by wearing that device and wearing a glove, whatever movement I'm doing, if I want to play tennis inside metaverse, I will do my body movements. It's getting reflected over there, right? So how it's because they're collecting each and every body movement. They're collecting the eyeball movement. They're collecting my, minor details, the reflexes, right? this all data is collected in that device, uploaded to internet, right? What is the security over there?
Okay.
What if someone data breaches, a data breach attack happens to that server where this all information is being stored? It will be very easy for the hacker to target one single person, to track his location, to see where he is located, what reflexes he has, what is the eyeball movement, what is the heart rate. Everything is getting tracked down, right? Even your health apps in your mobiles, in your smartwatches is also doing that, right? But you are not wearing that 24/7. In future, these people are gonna live their life as we are claiming in Metaverse. They are gonna live their lives inside the Metaverse, right? 24/7, their movements are gonna get tracked. So this is a very confidential information, and they need to make. I think so. If in real life they are putting up 3 layers of security, in Metaverse they need to put 7 to 8 layers of security, because it's very the real life information of the people.
Okay.
So that device itself, if it's offline, it is not having risk. But if it's connected to internet, it's having risk, because it is that device which is giving the information to the internet.
Understood. So speaking of that, means we can understand the financial loss as well, but also point out to the psychological harm. Can a virtual attack, living like an avatar, harassed, or your identity got stolen, can cause your general trauma or something? Means like supposedly, if take up your example. So supposedly, what I can do is like I'll steal up your credentials, your digital avatar or something, and I can just alter it. So will it cause you as an individual? So will it be affecting your personal mental health? Will it cause you a trauma or something like that?
So if you remember and if you can see the kind of harassment cases, the kind of rape cases, the kind of bullying is getting increased in the real life, right? So Metaverse was actually the escape for the people, right? To escape the real life they used to go and enjoy over there. But as you said, if you have done an identity theft, you are using my avatar and you are harassing someone else, it is going to cause a psychological effect on that person. That person is going to get so much affected. Means real life का trauma खत्म नहीं हुआ कि आप Metaverse में भी अब उनको traumas मिल रहे हैं.
And what if we can suggest like not stealing, I'll just harass that digital avatar if someone tries to do. So will that also be affecting?
Yes, because see, there are no laws currently in Metaverse. Metaverse is not getting regulated or there is no law enforcement currently in the Metaverse. There is no police, right? It's nothing like that. So the avatar who is going to harass the avatar, behind both the avatars there are two users who are real life humans, who have emotions, who have feelings, right? But here, if someone else is using, first of all, it's very difficult to track down who was the user behind that avatar, right? If that person who has complained, for example, you and me, your avatar and my avatar, we both were talking. Suddenly there is another person who has started using your avatar and he started bullying me, right? I will file a complaint against him. First of all, there is no platform to file that.
So that'll be, I guess we can go for like cybercrime department itself straight away.
Straight away, if we go over there also, still there is no particular, laws against it. Currently, the IT Act needs to be updated. The cybercrime, the law enforcement needs to, at least in India, what I am aware of, it's not updated. Correct?
Okay.
So there is no platform where they can file their complaint and they will get actually investigated over there. It will be they get it investigated as per the generic cybercrime laws, right? The normal investigation, right? That who was behind that avatar. But the bullying has been done already. Then I am pointing out that this was the person. As per the registered NFT or as per the registered user data, metadata, it says that you are the current person who was using that avatar. But you say that I was offline, I was not using it, then who the other person was doing that? Then it will be a mental harassment for you as well as that particular person who has been harassed. So it's also psychological, right?
Is it like, means we can say there are like many more deepfakes which are coming up in the photos, the videos and everything. Like as in there are like a lot of current cases we are going on to the news and everything. Like people are creating the deepfakes, some or the other person using the AI technologies and everything. So is it still safe about it? So because I'm talking about this, it's like we can think about the solution of it. Means what could be the solutions for this one? So I'll be asking about the solutions. As we can see, there are like a lot of deep fakes coming out, like be it woman, be it man, or anyone over here in this world. So this kind of like means we have talked about the problems till now. So let's shift to the solutions as well. So these are the problems regarding the financial, the identity, means and someone just enacting as your avatar, your deepfakes are being created, something. So what would be the solution according to you? मतलब क्या solution हो सकता है इस चीज के लिए? Means मेटावर्स को सेफ बनाने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं?
So first of all, the very generic part is two-factor authentication. There should be authentication for each and every point. There should be authentication for each and every user. Secondly, it will be the government taking place. They need to create certain laws. They need to create certain regulations. I have been speaking this throughout again and again, but they need to do it. The sooner they will do, the lesser impact it will get.
Hope so someone watches this from the government and they can get with it. Let's go.
Okay. Then the third one is encryption. Very important. But where, how and when they need to identify those points. It's not like कि आप कहीं पर भी encrypt कर दो. मतलब what data to be encrypted they need to identify. Right? There should be a proper data flow analysis from where the data and where the encryption needs to be put. They need to see that. Right? Fourth, where the users need to take aware is that in real life, if they start examining that what links to be clicked, it's a very small mistake usually if you see. Avatar ka handover dena is not that easy, but how it's done is usually through a link. Phishing is the most basic attack, but the most impactful also. Once the identity is stolen, it gives the chain of cybercrimes that can be done, right? Then the fifth part, which is the most crucial part, is that each and every developer needs to introduce security within their own design. Whenever they are creating, whenever they are developing, so we say that security by design.
Like a firewall or something. If someone gets triggered by some or the other event, firewall gets activated and...
alarm systems, SOC systems, that also needs to, but that the developer has the ownership, right? The developer needs to do it. So from the very basic, when they are designing their own metaverse world, for each and every feature, they need to see where the security needs to be introduced. It's a very basic need, but very important step. Then, as you mentioned, AI is being used. So, if hackers are using AI for their own ease, then the defenders also need to use AI for that.
So, how can we leverage that as a weapon against our? Means we can use it as a defensive weapon.
So, for one person to do that job, it's very difficult. Maybe a team of people is also very difficult. But if AI is used efficiently, it's like finding a needle in the heap, right? So it's because AI, if it's put on, if it's trained, right? If it's put on 24/7, it's monitoring continuously. What things we might miss out, AI will give us the track. But you need to use that efficiently. I'm not saying that you need to completely transit on AI, but you need to use that efficiently. So once you will start doing efficiently, you will start, introducing AI monitoring. It will be like AI will fight AI. Yeah.
Okay. So you mean to say like AI can help us to identify the new threats which is coming up, which can come up and which are which are
For that
already over
again,
here.
you need to update your AI. You need to train it.
That's it.
But it will at least monitor your attack surface 24/7. As you know, SOC is being used, Security Operations Center. बड़ी बड़ी स्क्रीन सब दिखाते हैं, अच्छा लॉग्स आ रहे हैं, सब कुछ आ रहे हैं. But if AI is set, its rules are created, certain rules are created and it's trained, the policies are there within the AI, it will work accordingly. At least it will reduce your risks by 30 to 40%. And if more efficiently it's used, at least 70 to 80% of your risk is reduced.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So over here, as you mentioned, it's not a 1%.
Yeah.
So what kind of industrial collaboration you're talking about, and like what are the key things people should be taking care of, and what what kind of key people should be getting involved in this to protect and make aware
Again-
about other people.
Again, I have like 3 identified key stakeholders for the security of Metaverse. One is the developer, the owner who is developing that Metaverse. Second is the government. Third is the individuals. Right? So all the 3 levels of the people will work together. Again, it will come out to be a much secured platform. And they need to work in the real life also. It's not just about the Metaverse, they have to work in the real life also similarly. If they will not do that, sooner or later they are going to put themselves at the risk, even if one pillar is not working. So they are going to put themselves at the risk as well as other 2 entities also at the risk. So it's a collaborative approach that they need to take.
Okay. So let's keep about let's keep the developer aside, let's keep the government aside. We'll come to the individual basis.
Okay.
So what are the steps which individual can take to protect themselves in this whole metaverse and everything?
Yeah.
So what are the things they should be taking care of so that their information and everything doesn't get stolen out?
Okay. So first of all, again, 2-factor authentication, verification of the links. They need to verify that whatever links they are clicking, is it authenticated or not? Is it from the genuine source or not? So if you remember, there was one attack called as Roblox attack, right? The avatars is created on the Roblox platform. It was stolen. Why? Because it was saying that free avatars, they advertised, right? And the platforms they had to access was through Meta because it was being advertised on the Meta.
Okay.
But if they could have genuinely checked the website, the link it is taking to, is it the genuine Roblox platform or not? So you need to see that it's from the genuine source. Almost $600 million losses were made because of that one scam.
Okay.
Right? People clicked on the links through Meta, Discord and everything. Kids, they don't know. They see that okay, they're giving me within $5, $6. Usually the cost is $1,000. It's getting me $5, $6. So they're really excited to create their new avatars. They click on the link, they visit, they put up their credentials. Identity theft is done. Which platform you are putting up your information, at least you need to check that. Then third, what users also need to do is that they need to secure their network also. Devices, everyone says iPhone is very strong, iPhone is very secured, right? But if your network is not secured, then how the device can play a role? The network they are connected to. Then the fourth part is that whatever assets they want to use at that particular time, that should be out and shown. The rest should be in the vault. For example, in the Metaverse, if I am playing one game, so whatever asset I need at that game, that should be taken out, that should be accessed, rest of the things should be stored and locked. That will reduce the loss. I'm not saying that will reduce the cyber attack, but that will reduce your loss.
Okay.
Okay, and then the fifth part is that whatever assets they are taking up, that should not be always connected to your bank accounts. The parent should take care that there should be limits of the transactions. There should be parental pins implemented, so that, because mostly the users are kids, right, and they're using their parents' account. So their parental pin should be taken up. There should be limits, and every transaction their parents should approve it. So that the amount is. So one case came to me last year. So the child was very fond of playing games. So he used to download certain games through Play Store. So he used to download games, and suddenly I don't know how it happened, but the parents' bank account was connected with that Play Store. The kid did not. He was what? I guess 8 or 9 years old. So he did not know which games are free of cost and which games are paid. So he used to play the game every time he needed something. He downloaded and the transaction used to go out from the bank. They were not using that bank account for long, and almost lakhs was deducted over 2 years. So after that it was low balance, and they got a message from the bank that it's very low balance. So then they realized that these transactions were going on through the Play Store. If there would have been a parental pin, then at least they would know what transactions are going on. And if you are not aware that your bank account is existing and where it's connected, then of course.
Yeah. So what I can sense is I guess parents, not even parents actually, we on an individual basis as well, we shouldn't be storing our card information on the phone.
Card information, if you are storing it, you need to see you are updating it time to time, you are checking those things. See, anything which is left and about in open, तो वैसे ही अटैक का निशाना बन जाएगा, ठीक है. You need to check, you need to see regularly, see where what, and okay, usually people have 2 to 3 bank accounts for their financial management.
Yeah.
It's good also, I also agree to it, but then you need to see where you are putting up your money. And you need to check with the bank also whether it's on the same safe platform or not.
बट ऐसा भी होता है ना कि पेरेंट्स को मतलब उनके अपने शॉपिंग भी करने होते तो उन लोग स्टोर करके रख देते हैं, फिर बाद में वही फिर फ़ोन उठा के उनके बच्चों को दे दिए और बच्चे ने फिर अपने हिसाब से शॉपिंग करके कर दिया कारनामा. सो वो एक रहता है. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी कैन set up our own personal pin. The parents can set up their own personal pin so that kids won't be allowed to make that purchase. Nowadays we can see the biometric authentication on the phones before you go for any purchase or anything. If card details are OTP आ गया, Apple में तो iPhones में तो ये आ गया कि biometric face recognition आ गया, biometric आ गया, वो सब है. So those things I guess parents should keep up. Before.
Other than that, there is a feature that every bank provides that they can enforce is to change their pins after certain time.
As far as I know, pins should be changed after after every 2 to 3 months.
It's ideally 90 days, but if you have see now हमारी डिजिटल इंट्रैक्शन इतनी ज़्यादा हो गई है कि पासवर्ड्स को याद रखने के लिए एक पासवर्ड मैनेजर चाहिए जिसका भी पासवर्ड याद रखना पड़ेगा. राइट. तो अब वो आप अगर आपके पास 1000 पासवर्ड हैं, आप 1000 पासवर्ड्स 90 डेज बाद नहीं कर सकते, बट एटलीस्ट क्रिटिकल वालों के तो आपको 90 डेज बाद अपडेट करना ही चाहिए. सो इफ़ यू अपडेट दैट पिन एवरी 90 डेज, इफ यू हैव दैट रूटीन, योर बैंक डू, योर मोबाइल एप्स हैव दैट फीचर. सो इफ़ यू डू दैट एवरी 90 डेज, ठीक है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली सब जगह से लॉग आउट हो जाएगा, सब जगह से डिलीट हो जाएगा, और उसके बाद आप दोबारा उसको ऑथेंटिकेट करोगे तो आपका वो रिस्क जो है वो कम हो जाएगा. इट्स अ टीडियस टास्क, आई नो, बट इट्स फॉर योर ओन सेफ्टी. या
वो वैसे ही जैसे अगर कुछ चीज़ें कड़वी है बट हेल्थ के लिए अच्छी है, वैसे यहाँ पे थोड़ी मेहनत लगेगी, पर लॉन्ग रन के लिए अच्छा रहेगा एंड
Exactly.
ओन पर्सनल सेफ्टी के लिए भी सबसे बेटर रहेगा.
Exactly.
I hope everyone watching. And with this, let's wrap it up. If someone got any of the questions or anything, if someone's watching, so if you got any questions or anything, do suggest up in the comment, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the CyberGeek Podcast channel. And with the wrap, I'd like to ask you about any of the message you want to give to the listeners and any of the parents or anyone, and what are the risks and rewards of the this metaverse.
So everything has its own
Hmm.
pros and cons.
Hmm.
Metaverse is a gaming, it's a platform, but it's not the real life. You should treat it as one of the part of the life, not the real life, not the whole life. First of all. Secondly, whatever you are using, at least verify, at least check its authenticity, at least see whether it's user. So most of the people, just for the hype, they started creating their avatars. They might not have accessed those avatars after that, but still it's there. And if that particular app is in your phone, it's regularly accessing your daily life. If you're not using something, delete it immediately. The lesser interaction you have with the digital platforms, the more secure you will have. I'm not saying 100% security, but more secure you have.
Okay.
And parents should always have a parenting app within their kid's phone to at least see what they are using and to at least control the content and the platforms their child can access to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rather than kids' phone, it's like some kids they use their parents' phone. So what exactly the parents should be? What kind of security the parents should be?
Then you
keeping
need to
up?
create a secondary ID within your phone, which has the actual details, which has the actual age of your child, to at least, because see, whatever the developer can control is the age, the demographic part he can control. But if you are falsely uploading certain parameters, it will not help you. So you need to avoid that part. If you want, so most of the people they come up like Facebook पे तो इतना सब कुछ दिखने को मिल रहा है, YouTube पे कुछ भी देखने को मिल रहा है. But have you seen that what age your child is putting up in your email ID, which is registered with YouTube? No. So if you will do that, then only it will filter the content that needs to be shown. But most of the people avoid doing it. They don't even see what their child is doing.
That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So trying to wind up before going up ahead. So how was your experience for shooting up this podcast? I guess this was your first time as well, shooting up
Exactly.
the podcast and everything. So how was your experience overall?
It's nice. See, most of the time what happens is such platforms only gives you the opportunity to see your message to the public. Most of the times whatever we are speaking is in the closed room and it is not reaching to the audience you wanted to reach. So it's good platform to share over there, and often such conversations help to grow my knowledge as well as your knowledge. So it's exchanging of platform, exchanging the knowledge.
Exchanging of knowledge. And viewers, make sure you like, share and subscribe, and pretty soon we can come up with any other topic as well, and we can go ahead and we can shoot up more episodes like this as well.
Definitely. Looking forward.
Right, that's it.